Hello, 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 all my beautiful, amazing, fantastic machine heads. Welcome, welcome, welcome back to day number 3 in Black Mountain, Montana. As you can see up in the right-hand corner, I have a couple of new mods put in here. This is the extended HUD, and what this does is it shows me temperature, and it shows me potential temperature, what year we're in, how much money we have, and what the weather upcoming is. And it's cool. The only disadvantage is it is only in Celsius. So that's what we're going to do. Let me turn this up. We got everything we need. So we got to get busy. After a couple of discussions with some really close family members to the channel. We have changed things around. We are not going to do bales. We're going to do loose. I also have our cows. I took out a loan. We now have a $710,000 loan. We have 50 cows in here. They have straw and they have some hay. I do believe. Let us make sure. Nope, they have total mixed ration. Nope, they have hay. Sorry, hay. I also put a manure pit over here. This is where we collect our manure. Right in here. This will all collect it, so we have to scoop it out. So that's kind of cool. And after talking to my brother and some real close people, I've decided to go with a bunker silo. So we're going to do our silage in here, and then we're going to scoop it out. And I added I went back on my word. I added a factory, non-factory. So we are going to do a firewood business on this map. This is the firewood processor, and what you do is you bring wood over here, and all this really is a firewood stacker. So basically you put wood in here, logs, and then you activate it, and then it stacks into little stacks, and you put them on flatbeds, and you go and sell them. So it's a factory, non-factory, so I figured, well, it's close enough to what we need to help us, like, for example, clear all these trees out so we can... It'll make us some extra money because it will take these kind of trees as well. So it's kind of neat. And with that, on that note, we're going to get busy. Like I said, we also, at the tail end of day number 2, we added this thing. And we're going to use this for bulk. It holds 42,000. So, like I said, we have a $710,000 loan that we have to pay back. And we have to pay that all back before we can upgrade any of our equipment. And I started us with about $5,000. So let's go, and keep moving. So you guys know how fast the clock goes. So you know how it works. You're going to lose the game sounds, but you're not going to lose me. And yes, we are recording. That was a little long intro, but that's okay. So grab yourself a sandwich, grab yourself a snack, and let's go. So I figured it was easier, and it was something that I've never done before. I've always done bales on every map I've ever done, with the exception of maybe a few, but for the most part, I've always done bales, and so it's going to be awesome to do some loading wagon. Our silo over there is a multi-fruit silo, so we can dump this right in there, and then once we get this straw picked up, we can then go and down to the store and pick up our crop soil sampler, and get some soil samples so we can get our precision farming going. And yeah, we're going good. So you guys know how it always works. Make sure you guys are heading over and checking out my brother and I's video, Two Brothers Farming, on the St. Cali map. We just finished up episode 29. When you guys watch this, episode 28 will have dropped. And 29 will be going tomorrow, which is exciting. Wednesday. Mondays and Wednesdays are our two brothers. And Tuesday, Thursday, Friday are my videos on this. So we're going to try to get through as many days of the week that we can. So going to keep the videos on this series right around 30 minutes. Right around 29, 30 to 32 minutes tops. Just so that we can... get you guys moving along and grooving along. If you guys like what you see and like what you hear, make sure you hit the little subscribe button, the little ding notification bell, so you get notified when Fury and Gutterball drop a video. Yeah. Some more shout outs. Just make sure that if you get a chance, head on over and see a good friend of mine, a mentor of mine, Grizzly Bear Sims. Make sure you guys are checking out also another good friend of the channel's Big A. He strictly live streams. He does SnowRunner and he does some farm sim stuff. Make sure you go over and check him out. He's pretty cool. He is noted and notified and big on the squirrel cam. So we have to make sure that every time we go through a tree, we have to say squirrel cam or tree cam, whichever one, doesn't matter. Now, like you guys can tell, what I did is I went with not the very smallest loading wagon, but the very next one up. So we have lots and lots of room to expand, and that's kind of cool. We have lots and lots of room to expand with all of our equipment. We just can't do it yet until we get our loan paid off. Now, what that firewood processor is, like I stated, is you take the logs right over, and I'm going to show you. We're going to use our wheel loader, which we did buy a wheel loader. I just haven't showed you yet. We're going to take the wheel loader, cut down a tree with our chainsaw, cut it up, put it in the bucket, take it over there, and then when we get some pallets, we're going to off-stack the pallets onto a loading wagon. Or not a loading wagon, a flatbed, sorry. So we still have to buy flatbed, so we are going to have a little bit more of a loan coming out, and it's exciting. Now, the cows already have 50,000, or what, their straw's full. As you can see real quick here, let's get down to animals. Their straw only is 21,000. Now, this pen is set up to where, now, however many you have animals in there, that's how much food it can take. And that's it. And it will go up with the amount of animals that you have. That cow pen fits 500 cows. So that's it. What we're going to do is we have the automatic milk sale on. So when our cows get milk sale at 6 o'clock every morning, that's what we're going to pay our loan off with. And as well as that, we're going to use the tree money that we make. Now, the cool thing about that mod is it allows you to, because you're processing it into the stacks of firewood, it pays you significantly more. So a normal tree, if you took like one of these trees down and sold it, the whole tree, it would get you about 3,000. One tree will get you now like 12 because it takes time to process. So we're going to do that. We also have the firewood chopper. So what we're going to do is chop up the tree, chop it into firewoods. Then we're going to we're going to simulate that thing is going to stack them for us. So it's a factory, non-factory, if you know what I mean. So we're kind of excited. I wanted to put it in. I did not want a factory on this map at all. But after talking to several of my friends and my brother, it's not really considered a factory. All it is a wood stacker. So it would be the same as if we just took the wood and sold it ourselves. So I didn't want to do logging per se, you know what I mean? I didn't want to do a crazy amount of logging, but I did want to start clearing these trees so we can expand our farm. There's many, many things that I want to add, decorations, extreme, things like that. So we're going to go up and we're going to get the rest of these headlands up here. Then we're going to start getting this off here. Buy soil samples, and then start liming, start fertilizing, start seeding. And I think because we're going to go with a bunker silo, I think we're going to plant this into corn, and we're going to chap it. But that might be down the road because that stuff's so expensive. So our three grass fields, actually, we're going to have to make them into hay, and then put one hay into the bunker silo, and then one hay into our regular silo, so that we can keep this thing moving. Let me hit my cursor so that way I can just keep talking. Yeah, about that. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. There, sorry. I had it at 30 for a second. I was like, whoa, it's time. It already goes fast enough. But anyway, so I wanted to explain something to my brother. He was asking me in depth about this last night. That mod, that extended HUD mod, I will send him a link to that. I will send you a link, Gutterball. So, as you can see up in the right-hand corner, it's got a lot more info to it. Underneath the date of September 3rd, we are in our 3rd day of September, it will tell you what year it's in. So, this way you guys can follow along with me. And you know that our goal is to get at least 1 year. We want to start year 2 before we move on. But if we are in a position where we're doing really well and you guys are liking it still, we'll stay in it. We'll see how many years we can go with this map. Loving it. Loving it. Now, the other thing about this, I'll tell you, I'll go back to that in a minute, Gutterball, but this section over here with these trees, that can also be cleared out. And, because we own all the way to the, like, the riverbank over there. So, we can clear that out. We can put factories, which we're not going to put factories, but we might make another little field in there. Sort of things like that, because we did make a rule where we didn't want factories. So, that factory, non-factory that we have is what we're going to have. That's it. On this map, there are 2 houses that you can purchase, that you can sell. I'll show you that on the map real quick. Right here. You can see it says, this one. Residential sale, and then there's a charcoal factory, which we got to sell. Residential sale. You can make these your house if you bought them, and you can have a sleep trigger on them. We're just going to sell them when we get to it. So, it's pretty cool. I mean, this map is absolutely amazing. There's not a lot of bells and whistles to it like you do see on other maps. But it's been around so long, it's part of, like, the fabric of Farm Sim. And it's pretty cool. There's lots and lots and lots of logging. Lots of logging to do. So, if you are into farming, if you are into logging, if you are into mining, you can do one of 3 of them on here. You can dig up stones. You can do all kinds of things on this map. So, I think it's an absolute great map. Now, we'll go ahead and dump this since we're so close. Now, both our headlands are done. Now, we are going to... Now, also, I wanted to keep in mind, let you guys know, that remember, for many of you, and I want to kind of catch it now, many of you are going to say, hey, how come you're not progressing the series fast enough? Or I can't watch this the way it is. Remember, on episode 1, we set it up to where it's a running clock, and the reason I did that is I compromised so that the time goes faster. So when you guys watch it, you're watching 1 in-game day, literally. Okay? And that's it. But remember, we're on day 3, but we've only played 30, 30, and 30. So we are literally only an hour and a half into our gameplay, but we're on day 3. I did that for you guys. I compromised for you guys. So, getting back to that extended HUD mod, this is for Gutterball. The only thing that is different about it that I don't like is you can't change the Celsius to Fahrenheit. I checked in the XML, and I really, really, really did, and you can't really do much with it. You're stuck with it. But that's okay, because you realize, like, if you ever looked it up, 20 degrees Celsius is pretty warm. It starts to, I think 37 is like 75 or something like that. What I'll do is I'll get a chart made up, and we'll be able to tell what temperature it is. But we are also in September, so it's normally pretty warm, you know, at this time. But, yeah. And so, anyways, getting back to the setup, that's why if it can be, and it was, multiple days of harvesting. It can be, and it will be, multiple days of straw pickup. It can, and it will be, multiple days of seeding and things like that. Because remember, we're only playing a half an hour at a time. We're not doing the hour videos like Gutterball and I do. That's saved for him and I. That's something that him and I do. This is something I'm doing for me. It gives me a chance, because you guys know that I work during the week now, even though I'm retired. I've been helping the local farmer get up every morning at 4:30 and milk the cows and do that sort of thing. So I've been kind of back to work a little bit, which I don't want to do. And so for me, the 30-minute videos work, and I'm going to continue to put out 30-minute videos on my series, and Gutterball and I will put out the hour videos. So while you're watching this, Gutterball, be safe. You know how I always say, I love you, love you, love you. You know that. You know that. He knows I care about him. We communicate pretty much every day, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm excited. I'm excited about the series. I'm excited about, the way that you guys have reacted. Thank you to some of our people that comment all the time. Christopher and Bart and Old Cranky and Why Not Gaming comments a lot. Grizzly Bear Sims comments pretty much every video. Gutterball, comments every video. Many of you do. Many of you do. But what this series is going to be a little bit different than the other series that we've dealt with. What I'm going to do is I'm going to challenge you guys to watch every episode. And the reason why I say that is because many of you, not many of you, I can't say many of you, that is incorrect. Many people out there are into commenting on the video that they just watched, and they don't understand that there's multiple videos to a series. And so if you guys are questioning about why I'm playing a certain way or why I'm doing things a certain way, I'm going to challenge you guys to just go back and watch the first episode, second episode, keep going in order, because I explain it. I explain why I'm doing everything the way I'm doing it. So I've never had a series on all of Farm Sim that lasted any length of time that was a running clock. You guys know that that was my goal when I put my series, my channel together. I wanted realistic. Well, that's kind of fell by the wayside because after talking with my brother on Friday night, you can play realistic in the sense of everything you do is realistic, but as soon as you start getting into realistic speeds, people tend to get bored. People tend to get a little bit frustrated because, and me included, I don't, even though I play realistic and I watch a lot of realistic channels, I don't even watch it myself if somebody's plowing it 3 miles an hour. It kind of does get boring. So I compromised with myself, and what I wanted to do this series is basically things that I've never done before. So it's kind of cool. You and I get to, us and I get to experience things for the first time. I've never, ever used a bunker silo. I used them quite extensively in Fs19, but not in Fs22. I've only done bales. And I was telling my brother, I said, I'd like to step outside my own comfort zone once in a while and do things that I normally wouldn't do. Normally, I'm big on building my own farm and getting everything all, situated and things like that. I stepped outside and I'm using a farm that's pre-built. I did add a few buildings, which is cool. I did add the bunker silo and things like that. I did add a couple of sheds to it because it's pretty basic. I did add a different house just because I didn't like the house that was here. So I figured that this series would be kind of cool for Fury to step outside of his comfort zone. Let's use some loading wagons for a change. Let's do some bunker silos for a change. Let's try some firewood. Let's try some different things that we've never ever done, which is exciting and new. And let's try an extended Let's Play. Let's try an extended month Let's Play and see if we can get it. I'm kind of really envious and jealous about my brother and I's videos because next weekend we're going to be recording episode 30 and 31 on St. Cali. And we just started expanding. And it's exciting to finally start expanding away from your farm. Like right now on this, we start with 1, 2, 3, and then we split that little one, remember? So we actually have 4 fields. But there's 8 fields to buy, as well as multiple areas that you can... we have a free grass field up there that we can make into a field. So we are gonna do that. So it is really cool to get to a series point like him and I were. We were laughing hysterically. We got done recording episode 29 last night, or Saturday night. Sorry, I'm recording this on Sunday. Last night, and during the video, I talked about how it was really nice to get to a point where we were relaxing, and it's like, okay, and then it kind of runs itself. And then no sooner than that happened, all of our crops are coming due at the same time, and all the stuff needs to be done all at the same time. Like animals need to be fed, and pigs need to be sold, and crops need to be done, and we need hay, and we need straw, and we need this. And it wasn't funny because we laughed hysterically about the fact that I opened my mouth once again and stuck my foot in it. Because now we're going to be running around like chickens with our heads cut off as soon as we come back next weekend. So get ready for the chaos on that one. That's going to be fun. So we can't wait. We're so excited. There we go. Now we'll take this over. We've dumped, I think, like 60,000 liters. But I also want to show you guys real quick, because so we don't lie. $710,000 in loan, as you can see. Property maintenance of $71 for the month of September so far. Let me not run into the tree. And we've just got a lot of red that we've got to deal with. Also a little bit, let me get my mouse here. This right here is a big one right here. Water costs. If your animal pen on your map does not take water, FarmSim will charge you for water costs. And that's a big one, because on St. Cali, ours is up to like $1,000 per month of just water costs, because we have 3, 4, 5, 6 animal pens and none of them take water. So I think what I may do is, once this pen is full, I may sell that pen and transfer the 501 that comes on the in-game mod hub that takes water, because that's a big one. That's a big one. Also, I learned very quickly that if you sell trees that is on land that is not treated for precision farming, you will get a negative number from the trees as well. So it's kind of imperative that if you're going to use precision, as we discussed on St. Cali, if you're going to use precision, you might as well go all the way in and use precision and do it all. Because, for example, this one here, this grass field here, if I want to continue to maintain that as a grass field, then I've got to plow it in and then make it a field and get the lime and fertilizer and seeds all upgraded to what level it is. Otherwise, if I mow it just the way it is as meadow grass, I'm going to get negative numbers. So, and I am never going to do that again. That was a pain on St. Cali. We were losing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in negative numbers. It was absolutely insane. I don't mind taking a few negatives if I'm clearing land to fix it, but eventually that land will make its money back. So, but yep, that's what this is. This is going to be a nice, relaxing, faster-paced, faster-paced series with shorter videos, faster clock, but the extent of it. Look at all those dead trees over there I can cut down. Our firewood business is going to be booming. Yeah, so it's going to be a faster paced, faster clock, less time for videos, but a running clock. So I've given you guys, out of the 3 stamps that I usually play with, I've given you guys, the viewers, 2 out of the 3. I've given you shorter videos, and I've given you a faster day clock. But now for me, to suffice me, I've given myself the running clock. So wherever we finish up right here is we're going to finish up. That'll be it. And then we'll start the next day. It'll be a full day. So what kind of is really, really, really awesome and cool about this series is you guys now will get a chance to experience each game day as we go. And that's going to be the awesome thing. I don't mind, and this is what I'm going to tell you guys right off the bat, I don't mind if you guys want to, put out suggestions about crops, or, for example, if you guys want me to plant different crops that I'm doing, hey, that part of it isn't telling me how to play. I don't have a problem with that. But, we want to try to keep our comments about how people play to ourselves, because I don't do it, and I wouldn't expect you guys to do it. But for those of you who are new to the channel, I don't call my subscribers. I call you guys family members. Welcome, welcome, welcome to all of the brand new family members over the last week that have come in and are watching now. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being part of the Fury Machine Gaming family. It is great. We are a family fun channel here. We family friendly channel. We don't talk politics. We don't bash other channels. We just stay to ourselves and do our own thing, and we have a lot of fun doing it, and that's exciting. We don't curse, we don't swear, and we definitely, like I said earlier, don't talk politics. We keep that stuff at the door. This is strictly a farm sim channel. We do talk about other games. We will, on the other hand, talk about mods. If mods or maps or things that are farm sim related there's something wrong with them, we will point that out. But we will not, and I repeat, will not bash other channels. We just won't do it. However other channels are doing their thing, they can do it their way, and we'll do it our way. And nobody cares about... I mean, I care, but I don't... It's none of my business how another person runs their channel. That's not the way I run my channel, and I've never done that, and we never will. So we're going to keep it that way. So just because another person has a different view than mine or a different way to do their channel, I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to run my channel the way I want it, and they can run theirs, and we can still both succeed. And that's what's the cool thing. There is hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of different ways to play Farm Sim, and that's what makes it amazing to me. You know, there's people out there that want to run around at 70 miles an hour and plow their fields. Hey, that's great, as long as it's fun for them. That's all I care about, you know. I watch a lot of channels out there, but I don't watch for the content because I already know enough about Farm Sim. And for those of you who are asking, I started playing Farm Sim 11. So I've played 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, and now 22 extensively. I've got thousands and thousands of hours. I'm also a modder. I'm also a real-life second-generation farmer. I was raised about 30 years into the farming business before my dad passed away. And when my dad passed away, my mom rented out the farm to the guy, and I got the farmhouse. So I live in the farmhouse, but the gentleman, John, that's his name, is renting the farm from my mom, and I've been helping him. He's got about between 100 and 125 head of Holstein, and he's got about 250 chickens. And so we just help out, and it's cool because it kind of keeps me involved with the business. But I am retired. A couple of years ago, I had to have shoulder surgery, and I just retired. I couldn't do anything major, and now I'm back working, and it's exciting. But I got to get up every morning at 4:30. And that's why we put the clock up in the left-hand corner for you guys to see. It is Sunday the 30th of 2023 at 11:38 p.m. I am recording this at night because you guys all know that my wife and I share a computer, and she uses the computer for her business. I do go on and I do play Farm Sim, and I do things during the day, but if I'm talking to you guys in a chat or a stream or whatever, I'm on my laptop or my phone, one of the two. Many times I've been able to talk in a stream while I'm, you know, mucking out the barn or doing things like that. So, and that's it, you know. It's just pretty much my life in a nutshell. I enjoy playing Farm Sim. I enjoy putting out content. I really enjoy teaching, and I enjoy tutorials, but I have to be careful because many of our family members here, especially our immediate family members, are real-life farmers. You guys know how it works. So I've cut back, way back on the teaching part of it and the tutorials because you guys already know. I kind of just come on and play the game now. And there we go. We're at 20 after, so why don't we do this? We're going to finish do our wrap-up, and we're going to end it right at 3:30. So please, please, please look out for yourselves, look out for each other, and most importantly, look out for each other's families. Be sure to like and subscribe and share. Hit the little notification ding bell so you get notified when Fury and Gutterball drop a video. Please, please, please enjoy the night, the day, the weekend, whenever you're watching this. And on that note, we're going to stop right here. And as soon as it hits 3:30, we're going to be ready to go. So I love you all. And as you can see, we got about half the field picked up in straw, and we will be back tomorrow and finish this field. We will be on day September 4th, and hopefully it is getting warmer. So on that note, guys, I always do this, and I stop the time so I can say my goodbyes. All right, I love you all, and I will catch you all on the flip side. Have a great one, everyone.